If you were a king cobra, what would your snake god be like? You have now officially become a king cobra. Baby snake, 38 centimeters long. A tiny venomous noodle. Your mother took one glance at you wriggling and decided to end her motherhood days. She slithers into the jungle, leaving you and your siblings to fend for yourselves. You crawl away from the nest. Oh, by the way, your siblings are just as venomous as you, and they won't hesitate to see you as their first meal. What a lovely family. Now you're on your own, setting off to explore this dense forest somewhere in Southeast Asia. Unlike other snakes that prefer to move under the cover of darkness, you are a daytime hunter. The warm sunlight fills you with energy, ready for your first adventure. Under normal circumstances, you look like an ordinary snake. Only when you feel threatened or are ready to attack will you spread your ribs. A skink scurries past. You freeze instantly. Your sharp gaze locks onto the target, then you strike like lightning. Your tiny fangs sink into its flesh. From birth, your venom is strong enough to take down prey. Your first meal is secured. At this stage, your food is usually about the size of this lizard, perfect for a little worm like you. Suddenly, you notice a giant monitor lizard approaching. Should you flee? Hold on a second. It hasn't spotted you yet, thanks to your striped skin, which blends perfectly with your surroundings. There's a small stream ahead. For you, it's the perfect escape route. You slip silently into the water and swim away with graceful movements. Unlike your snake relatives, you're an expert swimmer, capable of crossing kilometers of open water if needed. In your juvenile days, you're busy avoiding adult king cobras, dodging birds that see you as dinner and steering clear. A few weeks after hatching, something strange happens. Your eyes and scales turn a cloudy blue. Your skin feels itchy and tight. You're growing too fast. Your clothes no longer fit. You find a rough branch and start rubbing against it. Your old skin catches on the bark, and you begin to crawl out of it. A few hours later, you emerge, leaving behind a perfect, translucent version of yourself. Now your colors are brighter. Your senses are sharper, and you've grown a bit. As a juvenile, you'll shed like this every few weeks. This is how king cobras grow. You're no ordinary snake. You come from a 45 million year lineage of noble blood. Your countless ancestors were once just ordinary, colubrid snakes in prehistoric Asia. Back then, their only claim to fame was venom. But other animals had venom too. Your ancestors needed something special. So, some clever member of your family discovered spreading their ribs could make them look bigger. In that era, snakes that could puff up had better survival odds. Over millions of years of evolution, the ribs near your ancestors' necks grew longer, more flexible. Muscles inside and skin outside began to form, allowing them to control this new skill freely. About 20 million years ago, the neck hood took shape. Your ancestors began strutting their new look on the prehistoric stage. Those with wider hoods, more striking ones, could scare off predators and attract potential mates, killing two birds with one stone. Despite your royal title, you're not related to true cobras. You're closer to mambas. You and true cobras independently decided a neck fan would suit you well. Scientists call this convergent evolution, while other snakes honed ambush tactics. Your family chose to become active hunters, with sharper vision, keener sense of smell, and evolved venom, specifically designed to take down other snakes. As your ancestors refined their neck hoods, their venom evolved in parallel. Their venom developed special pain-inducing toxins. This deadly combination taught predators a lesson. Messing with a neck hood comes with consequences. By age 1, you've grown to about 1.8 meters, officially a juvenile king cobra. Now, 90% of your diet is other snakes. You're no ordinary predator. You're a scaly detective. While other snakes lazily wait to ambush prey, you actively track and hunt down targets with special chemical receptors on your tongue, helping you follow chemical trails left by prey. You start leaving your juvenile range, exploring broader areas. You've learned to lift the front third of your body, peering over tall grass. But something feels off. Like someone's watching you. You spot another juvenile king cobra. He looks hungry. In fact, This snake has been tracking you since yesterday, with the king cobra's keen sense of smell and chemical detection abilities. He followed your scent from when you passed near his territory, leaving scent particles behind. You're both master trackers. A clash of titans. Mutual respect. This isn't an ordinary fight. This battle will decide whether you feast on snake meat tonight, or become someone else's dinner. You circle each other, spreading your neck hoods. Then he strikes. You dodge and bite his tail, instantly injecting a large dose of venom, then retreat. He starts to flee. You wait and wait a bit more. The venom takes effect, paralyzing his body and shutting down his nervous system. Your venom is designed specifically to target other snakes' nervous systems, especially deadly to reptiles. No joke. The venom dose you injected could kill 20-40 adult humans. He's done for. Time to taste this cheeky guy. Your life goes on like this. Tracking and hunting snakes in the jungle. Facing off with eagles and tigers. And battling other king cobras to the death. By age 6, you've grown to about 5.5 meters. Officially the world's longest venomous snake. You shed every few months. Each shed is a rebirth. A chance to repair bodily damage. Replace worn scales. And get rid of parasites. But shedding leaves you vulnerable for a day or two. Your eye caps loosen, vision blurs. You find a safe spot to hide, avoiding predators. Now you've developed a sense of territory. You find a prime spot in the jungle and declare this area yours. Any intruders will become your next meal. Until one day, you sense something unusual. Mating instincts kick in. You must find a female. You need to follow her scent trail. To locate her, you find her, a stunning 4-meter-long female, lazily lounging in the bushes. You approach cautiously, your neck hood ribs tremble slightly with anticipation, then another rival appears. You wrestle and coil around each other, each trying to pin the other down. While displaying your neck hoods, your special ribs expand and contract, making you look as imposing as possible. The female watches closely. Her choice depends on the outcome of this fight. You win, and the courtship begins. It's a slow, coiling spiral dance. Afterward, you'd better leave quickly, lest the female changes her mind and sees you as a post-mating snack. If you were a female, during the January to April mating season, your body enters a reproductive state, releasing pheromones through your skin, leaving chemical signals to attract nearby males. After mating, the male leaves. You focus on finding the perfect nesting site. You spend days actively searching your territory for a spot near a stream, carefully inspecting each potential nesting site. Finally, a patch of perfectly humid jungle ground catches your eye. You gather leaves and debris to build a nest. King cobras, you see, are the only snakes that build nests before laying eggs. Before laying, you undergo a special shed. A pre-laying shed. This shed marks a significant physiological stage. Your body shifts energy from growth to reproduction. This new skin must hold up during the weeks of nest guarding, with no replacements. Once the nest is ready, you lay 30-50 eggs, then begin a strict 70-day guard. No snacks, no breaks. When the hatchlings emerge, your job is done. You leave them to face the world alone. Their fate lies in their tiny, slippery hands. April ends, and the mating season closes. You return to normal life, resuming active hunting, patrolling land and water, defending your territory. Years pass. At 20 years old, your skin no longer renews like before. Shedding becomes long and incomplete. Sometimes, skin fragments stubbornly cling to your body, refusing to come off. Between sheds, your scales grow dull, lacking luster even after shedding. They don't regain their youthful shine. Another king cobra approaches your territory. Normally, you'd spread your neck hood and give your fiercest warning, but this time feels different. Your reflexes aren't what they used to be. Even your venom glands produce less venom than before. You try to muster the strength to fight, summoning every ounce of remaining power. The fight begins. You strike, he dodges, and unsurprisingly, he bites you. Venom surges through your veins like lightning. Pain floods in. You know it's over. As your world fades to black, He begins to enjoy his meal.